Hopefully there will be a jelly bean in the cage in the morning, like for part 2.
Oh my god, I hope you never find him. The cage that you guys have for your hamster doesn't even have a wheel. Oh god, people can't even buy their animals the basic necessities they need to live. Dude, that's like such animal cruelty. The fact that the hamster cage is not only the size of a jail cell, but it doesn't even have a wheel. Girl, you know that you're. Hey bitch, and welcome back to me talking about people I hate. I think this video is probably gonna be worse than my others, just because this has been so highly requested, and you know what? When my videos are super highly requested, it's probably gonna be something that everyone knows is gonna highly agitate me. So let's get into it. Without further ado, here we go.
Where's the ball?
Ugh, hamsters. For the last, I want to say 6 months that I've been doing mostly TikTok reaction videos, because for those of you who don't know, I started my own TikTok account not to create TikToks, but to call people out on TikTok because they are insane. If you haven't seen my TikTok is killing society video, go watch it, because I think I analyze my entire point on why I hate TikTok and why it's so bad for our society and culture in that video. It's super important that you watch that video, trust me. So it will be linked down below. However, since I've started doing reaction videos on videos that are specifically on TikTok and diving deep into my thoughts and feelings about them, I've been getting a ton of people who have been asking me to specifically search hamsters on TikTok and show my reaction. Let's just do it, because you know, I used to have a hamster and he was a rescue, and something I learned when I had my hamster is that, my god, almost everyone who owns hamsters is an idiot and has no idea what they're doing. I mean, they literally treat hamsters like disposable pets. Bitch, if you're gonna buy your kid a hamster, at least do the research on it. It's an animal. Even if it's a small animal, even if it's a goldfish, you should still do research on the animal before you just buy it for your child, okay? The idiots that work at PetSmart and make $7 an hour don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So just because they recommend a cage or recommend a type of food, it doesn't mean that that's actually good for them. Use your brain, people. Use your brain. Have a little self-control, people. Do not be buying your kids hamsters. Hamsters are not pets for children. Contrary to popular belief, if you are a child that is under 10 years old, you should not have a hamster. Oh my god, I don't even want to watch this one. I see the thumbnail and I immediately just don't even want to watch it. It upsets me. It upsets me so much because I see these little hamsters and everyone thinks that because they're small and because they're cute that they can just treat them however they want. And no matter how small an animal is, you should still have respect for the fact that it's an animal and still treat them with the same amount of love and care as you would your dog or your cat. You know, you wouldn't put your dog or your cat in a traumatizing situation and film it and think it's funny. And also, calling out the people on TikTok, when you look at something like this, why do you think this is funny? Why are you guys all on there liking it and upvoting it? What the fuck is wrong with you? I love how she's like, oh my god, this hamster looks so traumatized, tee-hee-hee, I have no idea why. First of all, I guarantee you she did something to that hamster for it to be reacting the way that it is. But second of all, even if you didn't do anything to that animal and it's reacting in that way to you, you're not helping the situation by, you know, forcing an interaction between you and a traumatized animal and filming it because you think it's funny or you think it's gonna get likes and views. Traumatized animals should not be forced to relive traumatizing situations. If an animal has previously been abused by a person, you know what's not good for them? For somebody to just go up to them and start grabbing them and forcing them to be around them. It's better to ease your way back into an animal's life if an animal has been highly or severely traumatized around people. You don't just force an animal to be around you, because that'd be fucking scary. Could you imagine if a dog had bit you or mauled you and scared the shit out of you, and then you go to therapy and they just fucking throw a dog in the room with you? That's not going to help you get over your fear. So why would you think that would work with an animal that's been traumatized by people? I swear to God, the IQ, I'm telling you guys what I said in my last video, TikTok is lowering the IQ of everyone in society. Oh my God, how many times are you gonna just film your hamster jumping off the bed? Clearly, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the hamster's cage is right over where the hamster is jumping. Bitch, 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 bitch. Clearly the hamster is jumping to try to get back over to its cage. Hamsters are nocturnal animals. It either A, doesn't want to be around you, which I don't think I'd want to be around you either, or B, the hamster just wants to go back to its cage and go sleep. I mean, my God, people don't understand that the reason why hamsters don't want to be around you or are angry during the day is because they're nocturnal animals. They should not be up during the day anyway. If your hamster does happen to be up during the day, then fine, you can hang out with them. But don't just wake up your hamster. It's such a dick thing to do. Why would you do that? Don't own a nocturnal animal if you want to play with an animal during the day. My God, I swear to God, people have no self-control. But also, can we talk about how fucked up this is? You know, something I've learned through being in vet school is how fragile most small animals are. One of the most common injuries that veterinarians see is broken bones in hamsters. I shit you not, that is the most common injury that vets see when people bring hamsters in. It's extremely common for hamsters to break their legs or break any bone in their body because people do stupid shit. Every single veterinarian knows that the #1 cause of hamsters breaking their bones so regularly is people not handling them properly. People dropping them and thinking it's funny, or shit like this where this person's putting the hamster intentionally back on the bed when the person knows the hamster's just gonna continue to jump off because it wants to go back to its cage, and then they think it's funny. Dude, this hamster could have died. It could have broken multiple bones. It's just so not cool. This is just so not funny, and you know this person is repeatedly forcing the hamster to be on the bed so that way they can film it jumping off. And then they're like, oh, my hamster's suicidal. No, bitch, you're just a bad pet owner. People like this should not be allowed to own animals. No small animals, no dogs, cats. Ugh, for fuck's sake, you shouldn't even be allowed to have kids.
So I got up this morning and I saw he didn't move. I was about to throw him out before my son saw, but then someone told me not to because they saw on TikTok they could hibernate. What do you guys think?
This is a huge pet peeve of mine. Don't own animals if you don't know anything about them. One thing that really bothers me is the amount of people that purchase animals without knowing anything about the animals at all. People who buy animals, don't exercise them properly, don't understand the biomechanics of how their animal works or how their body functions. They don't understand what foods their animal should be eating and what preservatives and artificial ingredients are bad for their animal. They don't even understand what human foods can and can't be fed to animals. They don't even understand the proper handling of the animals they have. This is not just, you know, exclusive to small animals that most people would buy for their kids, even though it's way more common. They buy the little tiny cages at Petco and PetSmart. Let me tell you something. There is not a single cage at PetSmart or Petco that is for hamsters and advertised for hamsters that is the appropriate size. Hamsters need 450 plus square inches of floor space, and that does not include different levels. It's just flat floor space. So what you need to be housing your hamsters in are very large bins or guinea pig cages or glass cages, but you realistically want them to have something that has plenty of ventilation and probably not metal bars, because hamsters can get their legs caught in metal bars, they can chew on them, which is not good for their teeth, and it can just be disastrous. Yeah, anybody who buys a hamster cage at Petco or PetSmart, automatically you are failing as a pet parent. Period. And I love how she's like, I was gonna throw him away because he was hibernating. I mean, if you suspect that your animal is dead but you're not sure, why don't you just take your animal to a veterinarian? It costs basically no money. You can just take your animal into a vet for a welfare check, which is like $20, and you can just ask a vet, hey, is this animal alive? I mean, if you suspect your animal is hibernating, don't just throw them out. You fucking psycho.
Tonight I was cleaning my daughter's room and her hamster was begging to come out of her cage to play. So of course I gave in. This hamster is freakishly social for a robo-dwarf hamster.
Oh my god, man, that poor fucking hamster, dude. It's so depressing. The fact that people keep their hamsters in these depressingly tiny cages, that they are just living such miserable lives. This is the equivalent of orcas being kept in the, SeaWorld aquariums, which are basically bathtubs, right? Hamsters that are kept in those tiny little Petco PetSmart cages, that's literally a jail cell. They can't do anything. They can't run around. They can't dig. They can't exercise. They literally can't do anything. I mean, my God, no wonder this hamster wanted to get out. Dude, you literally don't have any floor space for this hamster at all. I mean, this is maybe 100 square inches. This is a jail cell. No wonder the hamster is running back and forth. Pacing is not normal for animals. That's something that is psychological that's happening inside the animal's brain because they're probably going insane because they're in a tiny little jail cell. These videos are really upsetting me, you guys.
My daughter decided it would be a great idea to take her hamster out of the cage in the middle of the night. We have destroyed her room searching for this damn hamster. Hopefully there will be a jelly bean in the cage in the morning, like for part 2.
Oh my God, I hope you never find him. The cage that you guys have for your hamster doesn't even have a wheel. Oh God, people can't even buy their animals the basic necessities they need to live. Dude, that's like such animal cruelty. The fact that the hamster cage is not only the size of a jail cell, but it doesn't even have a wheel. Girl, you know that you're... No, see, this is a perfect example of people thinking shit is cute and funny when it's not. I mean, clearly the hamster is trying to get out of its cage. That's why hamsters will climb on the bars, they'll climb on you. They're trying to find ways to escape because they're probably going crazy. I mean, they're literally stuck in these tiny little jail cells. Wouldn't you try to escape too? It's not cute. And the fact that everyone's filming it and they think it's cute, this is why TikTok is killing society. This is why every single person on TikTok is literally the worst, except for me. No. I'm not gonna watch feel-good stories on TikTok because I just don't believe any of it. I do not believe any of these people who are conveniently out here finding animals in distress and filming it. You know, real animal rescues happen every day, and they happen from people who are not filming it and putting it on TikTok. If you pull out your phone when you find an animal that's suffering on the side of the road, I'm sorry, but you're not rescuing that animal because you care. You're rescuing it because you want attention and you want people to be like, oh my God, you're such a good person. You know what I mean? What you see on TikTok all too often, just like the duck video that I mentioned in my TikTok is toxic video. This girl literally put her own ducks in oil in her backyard and then conveniently I found these ducks in an oil pan in my backyard and then I'm washing them off and I just conveniently have everything that I need to take care of them. Like, girl, come on, who the fuck is gonna believe you? Ever since shit like this started being exposed, I just do not believe anybody who posts on TikTok anymore. Most of you bitches are doing it for attention and you're putting your own animals in stressful, abusive situations that is totally neglectful disrespectful, and you're filming it for views so that way people can validate you as a human being when you're just a really shitty person at the end of the day, okay? Does nobody find any of this suspicious? All of these convenient animal rescues that are posted on TikTok? I swear to God, more than 50% of these videos are fake. Anyway, guys, that's my take. I mean, I feel so bad for these hamsters. I just feel bad for hamsters in general because they're one of the most underrated pets, and I'm just gonna end it by saying that if you're gonna own a hamster, make sure that you have a large, appropriately sized space and habitat for them, and you have plenty of room for the hamster to roam around, and you have a wheel and fresh water and food, and you also don't want to put your hamsters in those balls because they can break their legs and they're really stressful for hamsters. So if you ever see these balls, yeah, don't put your hamsters in these balls. They're really bad for hamsters, and I don't know why people still do that. But also make sure you're feeding your hamster a good quality diet, and you're not hyper stressing them by waking them up and taking them out during the day. If you take good care of your hamster should be able to live up to 3 to maybe even 4 years. The only reason why hamster life expectancy is so short now, which is like 1 to 2 years, is because most hamsters are kept like this. And they're kept in jail cells, and they have terrible lives, and they go insane, and they're not getting enough exercise, and they end up having all these problems. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you're just abusing your animal if you keep it like this. So please, for the love of God, stop getting hamsters for children and only own them if you're going to take care of them properly. Okay? Okay. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Definitely head over to Link Equestrian because we just launched the Get Some Bread or Get That Bread collection. So that will be linked down below. But otherwise, I love you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.